Welcome back to attempting to beat all 3 Dark Souls games in one sitting. In the last episode, we managed to defeat Ornstein and Smaug and get ourselves the Lord Vessel. The Lord Vessel allows us to teleport between bonfires so that we don't have to run everywhere. Our goal now is to fill the Lord Vessel with the 4 Lord Souls. Before we dive into it, if you like this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing, it really helps out a lot. And if you want to see this kind of thing live, please follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/jazzgameface. Enjoy the video. Where should we go now? Where do we go now? One of the trickiest things about the Souls games is knowing where to go next. There are 4 lords we need to defeat, and chat helpfully suggested that I try and do the hardest one first. Do Sith? 4 kings become Darkwraith. You want me to do Darkwraith? Okay. Well, we still need to kill Sith, so... What was her name? Alvida? Alvida these nuts. Dog! Doggy dog with a sword. Cause in this game, the older you get, the bigger your weapons are. Because of how powerful the scythe is, we managed to defeat Sith pretty easily and get the Covenant of Artorias, which allowed us to take on the 4 kings. Oh, he's sad, Woofer. So sorry. Let's see if I can remember how to navigate this place. This place sucks. Can you move out the way, please? Can you move out the way, please? Ow. Yeah, but I thought there were certain weapons that could still hit them. Are you kidding me with this? 2,000 hours of this game burned to my mind. I've got so many hours in the other Dark Souls games, but this game I watched a lot more content than I played. So after getting absolutely lost in New Londo, we managed to drain all the water out and head towards the 4 kings. One of the hardest bosses in the game, and we were not prepared. Okay. Oh no. Oh, we do not have the damage to this, I don't think. I'll save you all a very long and awkward fight. We didn't beat them. So I feel like our weapon's pretty underpowered. Like, I feel like the scythe should be doing more damage than this, right? My Florida man, I think, was the one that he, like, hijacked a car and then, like, killed a dog because Jesus told him to do it or something. Pretty funny. Despite us being pretty underpowered for the 4 kings fight, we went back in anyway to see if we can defeat them. Fair. Actually, we could RTSR, couldn't we? No, because that involves taking off the fat prig. It went about as well as expected. I think we're going to go Izalith first. How'd you find the remaster compared to the original? Smoother, but just as janky. Like, it's, they definitely haven't, like, fixed all of the little weird, like, buggy things that were annoying about this game. They've just made it 60 FPS. After upgrading the scythe, we headed back through Blighttown to head to Lost Izalith, an area with one of the lords in it, the Bed of Chaos. Though, in order to get to the Bed of Chaos, we needed to defeat 3 other bosses. Ceaseless Discharge. Ceaseless, oh baby, ceaseless. You are a child that was turned into a demon. Hey, Demon Fire Sage. As soon as I went in to be fine with this fight. And the Centipede Demon. Seen that attack before. What the hell was that attack? He just jumped up in the air and fired a fireball that got me down to like 2 HP. What is happening right now? And now for the Bed of Chaos. A boss that's a lot more like an obstacle course than a conventional boss fight. Fortunately, anything you do in the boss fight is saved, so hopefully this shouldn't take us too long. It's just a big tree swiping at you, you know? At this point, I'd like to point out that from this bonfire, this is one of the longest runs back to a boss fight in any Dark Souls game. In Dark Souls 2, there is the Frigid Outskirts, which does take a full 5 minutes to get to the boss, but this isn't Dark Souls 2. The full run from this bonfire takes 1:30 to the fog door, and then another 20 seconds to go down the slide, meaning 2 minutes before you're fighting the boss again. So it's really embarrassing when this happens. Climactic ending, right? Is that it's not... Fuck! Exactly the same place every single time. I guess. Oh no, maybe. Okay, cool. We're fine. 1 year song! We did it, guys. We did it. Badge? Yeah, it's a gold badge. It's the same like texture as the thingy, the 9-month, but it is like a little bit shinier. Fuck you, Bed of Chaos. So now we have defeated the Bed of Chaos, we're going to move on to our next lord, which is going to be Seath the Scaleless Dragon. There aren't any bosses between here and Seath, so I'll just cut straight to the fight. Not a fan of you lads. Don't come into the boss fight with me. For the love of God, don't come into the boss fight with me. Oh my God, it's still a thing. You know what, Seath? You are being such a dick right now. Okay. I think we just put on full Havels and just stabbed in his face. Just get in his belly and just spam R1. Just don't get cursed, Jack. Just don't get cursed, Jack. What the fuck is happening right now? I'm gonna get cursed, aren't I? Nah, fuck off. So this game has a very, very cruel effect that happens with this boss and a few other enemies. If you die by the crystals, you get cursed. Getting cursed in this game permanently halves your HP unless you can use a certain item. So before we could take on Seath again, we needed to uncurse ourselves. We kill these things until they drop a purging stone. So we did spend a little while fighting the clam oyster things outside of Seath boss fight, because they do have a rare chance to drop the purging stone, the item that we needed. However, chat did remind me that you can trade with the crow in the Undead Asylum for a purging stone, so we just did that instead. So with our health restored, we also upgraded our weapon to the penultimate upgrade level, and then we took on Seath again, and this time, there was no stopping us. Okay, we kill him. We can't currently move, but we kill him. And now that we finally had some good equipment, we headed back to New Londo Ruins to finally defeat the 4 kings. Well, let's try this again. And even though our damage still wasn't amazing, we actually had a chance to prepare this time, meaning we went in and defeated them first try. And now we've defeated the 4 kings, we have one more Lord Soul to get. Nito, the Grave Lords, who is in the Tomb of the Giants, arguably the worst place in the game. Oh my God, I completely forgot about Bone Wheels. I completely forgot Bone Wheels existed. Get off the floor! Oh, and there's a boss called Pinwheel. Come on, fucking... The boss that causes you to take damage as you walk down to the boss fight. Okay, sorry, 4-shot. I 4-shot boss. It was touch and go for a second, but we managed to defeat Pinwheel. Now on to the worst area in the game, the Tomb of the Giants. Now, fortunately for me, I'd seen enough speedruns of this area to know how to just quickly get through it, but it still doesn't mean this area is easy. One mistake and you end up in pitch darkness and have no idea where you are. Yeah, this is definitely like the most cursed area in this game. Just an area that's just pitch blackness, there's enemies and things all around. There's no real direction of where you're supposed to go. They've definitely made it darker for this version. And then I basically just run forward and then jump as soon as I get to the end. We'll just go straight. Let's go straight. think. Yeah, cool. There it is. Now on to the Rave Lord himself, Nito. Nito isn't too tough if you just stack on some very heavy armor, but there is an issue with this boss fight that you take quite a bit of damage just dropping into the arena to fight them. Another boss that forces you to take damage as you come down. Oh. So whenever he does an AoE, you just pop it in. That's this boss. He's not dead yet. No, he's dead. As you guys can probably tell, I was getting quite annoyed at the run by this point. Dark Souls 1 was the game I was least prepared for, so there were definitely some grindy moments and things that I really didn't account for. But that's the 4th Lord Soul done. All that's left is to give them to the Lord Vessel and take on Gwyn, the final boss. Little check-in on my friend Drumstream, who is playing through Dark Souls 1 at the moment as well, and he is having a terrible time. Anyone who knows anything about speedrunning in Dark Souls 1 knows that, unfortunately, the last boss in this game is very easy. He's the only boss in the game that you can parry his attacks, meaning all you have to do is time your parries, and the boss is a bit of a cakewalk. Fortunately for Gwyn, I suck at parrying in Dark Souls 1, so it was probably a fair fight. Remember, I don't speed to cuff. Let's see if I can make this first parry this time. Yeah, okay, it's a lot later than I thought it was going to be. So it's only 6 parries? I'm back and slightly less angry. I saw a rainbow. Oh, welcome back, Bird. I'm glad that you're feeling better. That your walk worked to make you feel better. Plin, plin, plon, plin, plin, plon, plin. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm very lucky that missed. Very lucky that missed. Okay, cool. Whew. Okay. So, Dark Souls 1. Hang on. What? We're gonna do the bad guy ending. Dark Souls 1 is complete. 7 hours and 9 minutes in. You heard that right. 7 hours and 9 minutes. Now, just as a point of reference, the world record as it currently stands for Dark Souls 1 is 21 minutes and 17 seconds. Now, I'm not saying that I'm ever going to reach that time, but I was quite proud of myself that I actually managed to complete this game I hadn't played in years, that I'd never speedrun before, in one sitting. Now on to Dark Souls 2.